Okay, welcome back everybody. I thought I'd make this quick video to share a story with y'all because we're leaving tomorrow to go to Gatlinburg. But I just thought about this. It happened a few years ago and I thought I'd share it with you. I got some pictures and I got some videos to share. This was before I did YouTube. I don't have the full vlog experience. But I'm gonna walk around my property here and I'm just gonna share the story with y'all how I drove 10 hours on a Facebook marketplace potential trade, and it didn't turn out good at all. I ended up turning down the vehicle and ended up driving basically 20 hours for no reason. But there's some good that came out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just walked out here. We had a storm yesterday, and dang, blew my rug and whole seat over and everything. Also, I blew my door open and broke the door on the shed. I gotta get a new door. Yeah, that was in May 2023, actually, when I had this car. It was a 1996 Toyota Hiace. It was from Japan. It was right-hand drive. It was a really cool van. It was like had a cooler in it. I'll pop up a picture of it on the screen. Now, I really just drove it around here. I never even drove it that far before. We'll get to it in a minute. But I decided I wanted to sell it, and so I listed it for I think $13,000. It was low miles. It was a Japanese van. It was in really good shape. I posted it for sale or trade. I had a bunch of offers, a bunch of trade offers, and I'm like a Toyota enthusiast, I guess you can say. I'm always a Toyota fan. So decided to, one thing I was looking for is anything Toyota. And somebody offered me their Toyota Land Cruiser and a boat for trade. And but they were like in Miami, Florida, and I'm in Tennessee. So that was really too far, but he was willing to meet halfway. And it was almost a 10-hour drive for me to meet him. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that and drive this Japanese van. I never really driven that far. So he ended up, at first he wanted some money with it. We ended up talking more and he was willing to trade even. And I looked up the value of the Land Cruiser and the boat, and I was like, well, it's potentially this boat and Land Cruiser is worth, quite a bit more than what I'm asking. So I could sell the boat and I could have a really good deal on the Land Cruiser, because I always wanted a Land Cruiser to try out. I had 4Runners and before, and I always wanted to try a Land Cruiser. So the more I thought about it, I was like, I tell you what, me and my family, we can take a vacation and go down there for a few days. But first, I'll talk to you on the phone about the Land Cruiser so you can tell me more about it. I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm down here. This is my little homemade RC track. Got some grass growing on it. I'm gonna spray it, do some maintenance on it when the weather warms up a little bit. It's like 40-something degrees out here now. That's my driver's stand. We stand up there and race RC cars. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more about that when I start doing that again. But anyways, I talked to him on the phone, and he did tell me that the Land Cruiser has been repainted. So I was like, well, I don't mind, being repainted if it was done right. And he said, oh yeah, if you didn't know what you were looking at, it's pretty much like an expert paint job. And I was like, well, if it's done right, I don't mind trading it and having it. So we got ready. We booked our Airbnb. I'm going to pop up some pictures here of the Airbnb. It was a nice house, had a garage. You can actually pull in and shut the door. It had a hangout area in the garage with like a TV. It was really cool. So we decided to stay down there for 3 days, and he drove up from Miami. I think we stayed close to Panama City. So we drove that Japanese van all the way down there. It was fun, and it was a diesel engine. Got to like 20 something miles per gallon. But anyways, we got to the Airbnb, and he showed up with the Land Cruiser and pulling the boat. They actually slept in a hotel that night too. So he had to pull that boat all the way there, and he rented a hotel, but he didn't go on vacation. He went to trade for this Japanese van. Anyways, he showed up at the Airbnb. I walked out there, and pretty much the first 2 minutes I looked at this Land Cruiser, I knew it wasn't what he was describing to me. There's like, inside of it smelled like cigarette smoke. The paint job was terrible. There's orange peel. There's, they pretty much sprayed over everything. Like all the trim, I'll pop up a picture of what I'm talking about, but I didn't take a picture of it myself. This is what he had in the marketplace post. But now looking back, I can kind of tell. But they painted over all the trim. The roof rack, like the roof rack, all the trim, the running boards, the steps, they were all black in the picture, but looking at it in person, they didn't take none of that off. So I was like, there's no way, I can't do it. I was like, it'd be, if I ever decide I want to sell this car, they would kick me like crazy. There's no way I could sell it if I decided to sell it one day. Nobody want this. So he decided, he's like, what if I put $500? Like, I gotta do something. I drove all this way. I said, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I said, I know I drove all this way too. But I just can't do it, because I know how hard it's going to be to resell one day. And he was upset because he drove all that way and everything, pulling a boat. But I couldn't. I can't help it. I drove the same distance, and he didn't tell me. He told me how nice the paint job was. So it wasn't. He didn't tell me the truth on that. So that's terrible. But we'd made a vacation out of it. We drove something unique all the way to Panama City, and I'll pop up some pictures I have when we went there. I think y'all might enjoy seeing some of those pictures. We went on the Sea Screamer. Went on like a dolphin tour. As you can tell, I got a Toyota Sequoia now. I'll talk about that in a separate video one day. It's freezing out here. In a few days it's going to warm up, and I'm ready for it to warm up. Here's a picture of me and Oakley next to the van. We went out to eat, and I forgot what that place is called. It has a big shark hanging next to the restaurant. And here's Oakley with her arm up in the mouth. But yeah, we're leaving tomorrow to go to Gatlinburg. We're going to be staying, I believe, at KOA Campground. I think that's where she picked. that we're staying. And I'm gonna bring the e-bikes. I'm gonna bring some cameras with me, and I'm gonna try to vlog some and show y'all around. Might end up going to Cades Cove. So I'm gonna try to film what I can. So if you like this kind of content, subscribe, and I'll try to bring some more vlogs and try to get back to it. And I wanna thank y'all that's been there for me in the past videos. I know I see y'all in the comments that I recognize from the very beginning. So I want to say thank you for all that, and we'll see you on the next one.